Release of Cyntoia Brown. Now that happened just today, and an East Tennessee Republican lawmaker was among the many who quietly played a role in this very high-profile case. State Representative Jeremy Faison even got a text from her main lawyer in the wee hours this morning when Brown was released from prison. Local 24 News reporter Chris Bungard shares the story of Cyntoia and the lawmaker from our Tennessee State Capitol newsroom.
East Tennessee Republican Jeremy Faison here says he first met Cyntoia Brown 5 years ago when he says few others were talking about her.
This was just something that I was brought into 5 years ago, and it was the right thing to do to help her.
A person connected to Cyntoia Brown's lawyer knew Representative Jeremy Faison had an interest in criminal justice reform. She convinced the lawmaker that Cyntoia Brown's case was about redemption, despite shooting a Nashville man named Johnny Allen at age 16 after he paid to have sex with her. Faison then met Brown in prison.
We've had small talk and deep talk over the years.
Many of those talks between the lawmaker and Cyntoia Brown came over the phone.
What really grabbed me is Cyntoia said, "Jeremy, I'm going to spend my life giving back to kids that were in the same position I was."
The lawmaker says he talked with then-Governor Bill Haslam from time to time about the Cyntoia Brown case.
I let him know that I'd spent a considerable amount of time with Cyntoia.
But Representative Faison will quickly point to Governor Haslam taking considerable time and political risk to release Cyntoia Brown from prison after she spent nearly half her life there.
He said something to the effect that I'm thankful that I got to be a small piece of this, and I thought to myself, Governor, you were no small piece of this. You were the linchpin, if you will, that made this happen.
Now, like so many others, the lawmaker says he can't wait to hug Cyntoia Brown outside of prison. Reporting from the state capitol, Chris Bungard.